Where are you? I know I just like literally popped on, like gave you no warning at all, and so I apologize for that. But I oh gosh, there's so much going on. We had like a whole tornado situation happening around here last night, and the power was out for forever and didn't come on to like late. So I'm just kind of trying to get life back in order and getting some stuff done. But I needed to come to y'all today to chit chat about just kind of the general energy for the day. Okay. And to talk through, I think just some general things. I don't know how deep we're going to get into the chart today. We'll probably pull a card. I'll show you the chart, but yeah, there's some general stuff that I want to talk about. All right. So let's run the intro and then we're going to get going. Hello. Welcome to the channel. This is Heart of Inspiration. Here at this channel, we help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life that is spirit led. So I want to welcome back my day ones, my day 21s, my day 111s, my day 2001s, the newbies, the OGs, all those in between. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for supporting, liking, and subscribing to the channel. Now, I know there's not a lot of you in here right now, so I know a lot of y'all gonna have to catch this on the replay. But we're not gonna hold you. We're not gonna hold you. We're going to chat and then get you on out of here. Thanks, Aricia. Thank you. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Shiny. How are you guys? So I'm so glad to see everybody. And those of you that are just kind of hanging out and waiting for us to come on back. Hey, Christina. So we are the chart from the strawberry moon hasn't changed dramatically. I mean, I guess so, but today the overall energy for me is that there's a newness, a freshness, a new. There's new opportunities in the air. There are um, new relationships, new partnerships. There's a new hope, even though there's a lot going on that we can be very concerned about. And I'm not trying to say that we should not be concerned about all of those things that are going on right now, but there's just this new. I just feel like this breath of fresh air that's in the and definitely with myself, and so I hope that you guys are feeling this as well. Let me focus in on a couple of things here. This conjunction, and Mars is just now passing Chiron, but it's still very much conjunct. This conjunction of Chiron and Mars in Aries, and it is today, at least, it is squaring off um, against the moon, and to a lesser degree against Pluto in retrograde here in Capricorn. You might think, oh my gosh, that's like horrible energy, Lise. Why is this? Why do you feel like this is like some crazy new dawn? Because that energy in of itself, guys, if you can find the strength to say, guess what? These things historically have hurt me, or this energy has caused me grief or pain. This is that area where man, people can just get to me, right? Or this is just an area. Can I just be honest with you for a moment? This might be an actual area for you that you are choosing to hold on to, and you're choosing to hold on to it because it's comfortable. It's comfortable. It's comfortable to hold on to that. It's comfortable to hold on to that pain. It's comfortable to hold on to that stress. It's comfortable because this is how you defined yourself, or you just have relegated yourself to the point, accepted this, that this is my life. My life is not going to be any different than this. This is just always what happens. Or it's just me. It's just part of who I am. Let me give you a great example. This past week, I spent the week with some amazing people, one of which is um, my newer, I guess you could say, business partner. Um, his name is Josiah, and you guys are gonna get to see us in an interview. I interviewed him recently for the Week of Kindness. Oh, which BTW, I totally forgot to put all of that in all of this. Um, hopefully it's in there. Let me look and see if it's in the details. No, of course not. Um, I'm going to drop in the details. I am speaking at another summit. Those of you that were with me for the full moon um, tarot, you will remember that I announced that I was speaking at this summit, right? And so I'm actually going to put that information in the description box right now on the YouTubes of it all. And we're going to make sure that you guys can get there. But I did a lovely interview with Josiah here, and for that event. Um, I say that to say this: Josiah is just a beautiful soul, and why would I not like be with beautiful souls? And he, over the course of the week, uh, brought to my attention that I guess I have a tendency to get defensive. Or explain myself or explain my life in some form or fashion, about everything. Like, and I do it unconsciously. And I had found, and he was like, "Why are you getting defensive?" I'm like, "I'm not getting defensive." Well, now you're getting defensive about being defensive. Well, no, I'm not getting defensive. And I'm like, "Well, why do you feel that?" Like, finally, I get to that point, right? It was like, okay, well, why? How is what I'm doing when I say, I'll give you an example. That, let's say I don't know, like, decided to move something, right? Relocate something, and say, "Oh, I put this da 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 place," right? And he may have said something like, "Oh, well, that's interesting," and just kind of left it like that. It wasn't even that serious. And then I felt the need to explain why I relocated, this particular plug over here rather than leave it where it was. Like, I needed to explain my why. And I have taken that explaining my whys as, if you understand the why, like I say this all the time when I'm teaching stuff, right? If I can explain to you the why, the theory behind what I'm doing, then you can apply that information to any situation because you understand the theory. Like, if you don't understand the theory why 2 times 2 is 4, right? You're not going to be able to, or that two times anything is double. You're not going to be able to apply that to 102 or 204 or whatever. And I use that concept as I am explaining metaphysical and other, information, right? So, however, that's great there, but it's not necessarily great if you're just doing normal everyday things. He didn't need to know why the heck I moved the plug, the outlet, the whatever, the extension cord. He didn't need to know that. He made a little joke about it or whatever, because I tend to like to move stuff around, somewhat. And then we went on. It was not that big of a deal. And so he brought those things to my attention. And during the course of the week, I would be like, "Oh gosh, I'm being defensive again. I'm being defensive again. And I needed to understand why. And it finally occurred to me, right, that I was being defensive. I think I talked about this. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I was being defensive because that's how I had been throughout my childhood. Because in order for my dad, who was not a great person when we were growing up, in order for me to make sure or try to circumvent any explosion of either verbal rage or just general emotional rage or physical rage in the household, like I just got accustomed to explaining not only what I did, but why maybe my brothers did something or my mom or whatever. Like I was the explainer. And I had to recognize that that was something I did on a regular basis to protect myself. But guys, the flip side of that is if you always feel like you have to defend your position about everything, that is a very, very stressful, and it can be a very sad or very painful, consistent existence. So that I would be defensive over everything. And I didn't realize how defensive I was over every aspect of my being. This need to explain myself, the need to be sure that you understood why I did what I did, the need to protect because I'm afraid that you may look at me differently if I don't know, right? Like there's a whole host of things that go into there. But that was actually a source of pain. And I didn't even realize that. And if I apply that to like my personal relationships and whatnot, so many other interactions or relationships that went by the wayside, I can point to how defensive I was all the time. Because sometimes defensiveness can come off as like a know-it-all or, right? Like, well, she's always defending her position. She just knows everything. She's not willing to listen to anything. So this wound, Chiron, wounded healer, this wound that I had suffered or was continuing to suffer, I was then inflicting that same wound on myself. It was comfortable, it was familiar, and I felt good because why? I was explaining to whomever why the heck I was doing what I was doing, and this was just part of my programming. But by the end of the week, I began to notice, oh, this is why. And then by the end of the week, hanging out with him and being in his presence, I finally was like, oh, wait, I don't have to be defensive. I was able to like talk about something and tell a story or to have a discussion. What's going on? I had a light that just went out, didn't I? I don't know what's going on with my light, guys. Okay, here we go. It's decided it wants to be disco lights again. And it was such a release. Like we were having a conversation about something and I just made the statement and then he made a statement back about how wonderful of a storyteller I am. And I didn't feel the need to explain to him why I love to tell the story. Why I love to tell stories. It just was. And it was freeing not having to explain myself. So I say that to say this. If you can find the courage to dig deep and do the deep work, oh my God, how fabulous is that? Because then we can find some true healing. And why I'm so excited about the fact that that's squaring Pluto in retrograde and the moon today, both in Capricorn, is because if we can locate that energy and really get in there and twist it and turn it and transmute it, we can get some amazing, long-lasting, permanent shadow work done. that's going to give us a new dawn, that's going to give us this amazing ability to step into our power, our purpose, our dreams, and it won't matter what's going on all around us. It won't matter what's going on all around us. We have got to. One moment. He hasn't spoken a word this whole day. We've got to get to a point, guys. And I think this energy, I feel really strongly this energy today is going to help us do this. Will you stop acting up? I've got spirit guides changing ish around here. Ish is going on with my lights in the back. Where we can view everything in a neutral position, where we can heal the deep wounds and not let when people so not let so it's for instance if somebody continues to talk about something about you, right? If they continue to, like, let's just say, I don't know, some aspect of you that maybe you're working on, right? It could be anything, some trait that you have. Maybe it's the way you laugh. You got people that are always talking about the way that you laugh, the way, and you feel self-confident, self-conscious about it, and it's just a problem, right? It just gets to be a problem. And if we can get to a point where we can look at this, okay, you know what? I don't need to. The fact that you might not like the way that I laugh is really not my problem, not my issue. Like, you can say these things, but I don't have to internalize them, and I don't have to process them, and I don't have to hold on to them, and I don't have to let them affect me in that same way. If we can get that shadow work done within us and use this energy for that purpose, we can be making some amazing foundational changes within us and growing in a fabulous and beautiful way, so that truly this is a new dawn and a new day. And when we can do that and realize that we ourselves, I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it again. You have the power to change, create, and recreate your world. You do it unconsciously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You need to consciously do these things. I'm going to have to get a new strip, because that strip there, it just keeps on wanting to go to the disco inferno. And, I don't want to give anybody a problem. Let me see if I can at least slow it down, because that one moving up real quick. Can you slow down? All right, well, that's a little bit better. You can find yourself in a new dawn, in a new day, in a new way, living in the world that fits you. And I'm going to tell you something. With the way the stock market has dropped and all these other things are happening, it would behoove you to figure out how to create the world you wish to live in. It would behoove you to figure this out. Why is that? Because if you don't, you are going to be solidly in the trap and solidly in the psychosis and solidly on the roller coaster that others are creating around you, rather than you being in control of your own world and your own life. Do I have the ability to control gas prices? Well, I haven't tried, but probably not. However, I do have control over the flow of energy, be it money or whatever, in any form or fashion, I do have control over how that flows into my world. I tell you that. I bet you that. So that I'm not concerned about whether or not gas prices are $5 a gallon. Do I like it? No. But money comes, money flows into me, money flows into my storehouses, plural, and does not leave my hands or my storehouses quickly or frivolously. I am living a life of increase and living a life of abundance in every area of my life. Okay. But we got to do some of this shadow work that this is before us right here. The other thing that's I find as a beautiful energy is the sun today is squaring Neptune in Pisces. The sun in Gemini squaring off with Neptune in Pisces. Honestly, is propelling you to your dreams. It is propelling you to look deep within. It is propelling you to find that intuitive, like, I know that I know that I know. And I've imagined this world for myself all this time. And this is propelling you to go for it. You cannot wait any longer. It's propelling you to do it. So this together, like, what have you been scared of and why have you not done this? And what, come on now, let's do it. Let's create something new and innovative and beautiful. And then innovation then comes in the trine between the sun and Saturn here. Things you didn't look at before as things that you could utilize, ability to work with the collective and to help the collective consciousness, or do something very big that's impactful. And maybe you haven't thought about using specific kinds of technology, or maybe you shied away from technology or whatever. Maybe it's a new spiritual technology or a new ability you didn't even know you had. Or you've put it off to the wayside. And now you're ready to pick it back up again. I'm going to ask you to pick that up. Pick it 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 up. Today's the day. Pick it up. Today's the day. Go and pick that bad boy up. And use it to your greatest advantage. We still have this lovely conjunction of Uranus, the North Node, and Venus. This is all pointing to this a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, right? It's pointing to that. It's pointing to that. And it's saying, go for it. And I'm going to say something to some of y'all. Some of y'all have been worried about some mess that you should have let the frick go a long time ago. That's this right here. That's this right here. You should have been let it go. Stop being worried and so freaking focused on stuff that in actuality don't really matter. Stop trying to push something in your life and make it happen, but not in the way of, we're going to make it happen. This is it. Da, 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 da. Yeah. We could do it. We could do it. We could do it. We could do it. But in the way of, oh, I am never, man, every time I go for this position, or every time I get ready to start a business, or every time I get ready to go talk to my mama about this situation, or every time I get ready to go talk to my daddy or my sisters, or every time I get ready to try to get into a relationship, or every time I get ready to handle this business over here, and every time I try to get ready to handle that business over there, It's always a thing. It's always a thing. It's always a problem. And so every time you get ready to do it, you have this sense of dread because you're forcing something that you shouldn't be forcing. Because you're forcing an issue and trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Because your energy towards it is not that it's going to flourish. It is not that it's going to be abundant. It is not that it's going to thrive. Instead, your energy towards whatever this is, and it could be a lot of some things in your life, is that it never freaking works out anyway. But I really, really, really wanted to work out. No, you don't. Because if you wanted it to work out, you'd remove yourself from this situation and figure out what is going on within you that's attracting this negativity, that's attracting this. Yes, that other person or those other people. Yeah. I get that. But what are you doing? Now, this is a word today. This is a word today. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And why do you continue to do it? Because you're participating in the very definition of insanity. Hello, somebody. You're participating in the very definition of insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different damn result. It ain't going to happen like that. Stop putting all this energy into something that you ain't getting nothing out of. But pain, torture, whatever the case is, cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it. I'm going to ask you to take accountability for it. Because I'm going to tell you something. All these things that you try to work out and fix on and blah, blah, blah. Child, that damn light. I'm about tired. All them things you working on and you've been trying to fix and make right, make it last forever. I don't know why I've been stuck on that damn Keith Sweat song. And it ain't worked out right now, but you keep focusing on that. And over here, you have your whole life ahead of you. You have a whole new thing you should be creating over there. A whole new thing. A whole new thing. But you ain't doing that. Why? Because you're so damn concerned about what's going on over here, because you think that that's what's so important, because the world might tell you, oh, I have to have a relationship. The world might tell you, oh, you need to be like, you should be moving up the corporate ladder. The world might be telling you, oh, well, I don't know what the world telling you. The world could be telling you anything. You could be stressing out over your relationship with your mother, your whoever, the family. I don't know what it is. But the more you stress and worry, the further away you push the resolution to your issues. It is a new dawn. It is a new day. Are you going to take responsibility and accountability for yourself and elevate yourself and focus on the things that should truly be focused on? Are you going to sit down and be quiet for one moment and really just allow your heart and your spirit to say to you, what is it that I should be focusing on? What is of my highest good? You need to shut up sometimes and stop listening to everything and everybody else and sit down and listen. Stop trying to pray your way out of everything and shut up and listen for a second. Because you'll find if you can shut up, if you can be quiet, if you can be still for just one moment, you will be shocked what you hear. You will be flabbergasted and amazed at what your spirit, what your heart, what your highest self then says to you. This is where we need to put our energy right now. The rest of it will work out later. But if you do what you're meant to do in the moment, the future begins to unfold and take care of itself. Now I'm gonna let y'all go because I done got to preaching. And hey AT2, how you doing, baby? Hello, hello. Hey Melinda, how are you, honey? Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go on. 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 Absolutely, peace be still. Peace be still. Absolutely, your lifestyle is becoming more unconventional, and you happy with it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I live in, the unconventional and the and what other people would consider uncomfortable. Because that's the place I feel we need to be. All right, what we're gonna do today? We're gonna pull a card, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me pull a Light Seers Tarot. How about that? We're gonna do that. We're gonna pull a Light Seers Tarot. Oh, and guys, don't forget. So, I didn't put none of this information. Hey, Jace, be still and know. Be still and know. All right, guys, if you haven't done so yet, I want you to I'm a sponsor of this event, and I want you can either sign up for it for free. Let me copy this. Now we got a little housekeeping now. Now I done preached now. Now you just y'all sit here and wait just a second. I done preached. So y'all can give me just a moment of your time to take care of a couple of things. All right. So that there is the link for the free. It's a 7-day summit, all pre-recorded videos. I've done quite a few interviews. I have my own interview. I have 2 interviews that I'm actually 2 talks that I'm doing on this here. And I'm also giving you all the opportunity to get 10% off VIPs. You have the access to all the offers and all of the interviews for a full year. So that's my exclusive 10% off the VIP all access. Right here, right there. Okay. Right there. So I want y'all to go and sign up for that. It's all week long. You can go on and watch them. It's everything from spirituality to business development, personal development, author development, health and wellness, all sorts of lifestyle and business and so and work lifestyle. It's a whole fabulous week, you guys. Please go sign up immediately, okay, or as soon as we're done. What I have for you are 2 tarot cards. I have the Empress and I have the King of Wands. I want you to understand that you, this is you. Your new dawn is today. Have the courage to light your fire and have the courage to live out your passion and then bring it into fruition into the earth. Got it? All right. All right, gang. I'm going to let y'all go. We should have good weather today, so I got some editing to do, though. I got some editing and some other things. We're going to talk. All right, gang. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. We are going to have a good time tonight. So, yeah, come prepared tonight. I'm going to put my little thing together. Come prepared tonight. I want to talk to y'all about a whole lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of things going on. So I want to talk to y'all about some stuff and elevate you. All right, guys, we're going to see you soon. I love you very, 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 very much. And we'll see you later. Bye.